Check, check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go! All right. So first off, I just came here to tape this. I was at the car lots. I sell cars. What are you driving? What do you
Right
drive
now,
right
I'm
now?
driving. You're talking about. I'm a car guy. I love cars. So right now, I'm driving a 2013 Mazda 3.
Okay.
She's souped up. Her name's Anaya. Take good care of her. I got new rims. I drive stick, so it's standard. I put in Apple CarPlay. Got my exhaust cut. Hooping. But I'm hoping in my future at one point to buy a Honda Civic Type R.
Okay.
Hopefully in the 2020, 2021 range. That's the dream, affordable dream at the moment.
Okay. Good, man. What turned you on to cars? Do you remember the first car that turned you on to cars?
Yes, the first car that really got me going was a Nissan 370Z.
Okay.
And that was in one of my first video games I ever played. Not Nissan, Midnight Club Drift. And that was
Okay.
that was the starter car I picked. So it was the 370Z. I fell in love with it ever since. And I was like, oh, I want to get one. But now I was like, oh, it's not really like practical. It's like I
Yeah.
can't, like it's a car you use for an extra, not necessarily for a daily. So
Yeah.
you can't have no kids with that or nothing like that. So, but that's definitely like that was the car.
So why did you name your car the name? Like, why'd you give your car that name?
Honestly, I wanted to give my car a name that started with A, and I had a car, another Mazda 3. Her name was Aria. But
Okay.
what had happened was she got in an accident. She passed away. So this is her sister Anaya,
Yeah.
and yeah, I just kind of stuck with the names. Were A. I drive stick shift, so didn't want it to be a boy. Again, went with a girl name, and yeah, that's where I kind of stuck with.
So who taught you how to drive a stick shift? Because truth be told, like I work at Crestview Chrysler. By the way,
Hmm.
we get nice used Mazdas and Hondas in, so keep me in mind, okay? In fact,
Gotcha.
your teammate Benoit Marion,
Yeah,
he sent an e-lead into our business center with so I've been emailing him, but he never emails me back. He was looking at a Ram truck, so you'll have to tell him in the locker room. Get
gotcha.
a hold of Ballsy. I even helped Emilus with one of my sponsors, Ward Tirecraft. He's having brake problems, so I sent him there, and they looked after him. So
Perfect.
I'm the car hookup guy. I'm not saying I
Gotcha.
know a lot about cars, okay? But who taught you how to drive stick shift? Because I do not know how to do that.
My father taught me. I
Okay.
actually learned standard before I learned automatic.
Okay.
That was his thing. And I'm Jamaican, so in
Yeah.
Jamaica, most of the cars over there are standard. So he wanted to make sure I had that skill.
Okay. And people say they like driving stick shift because it keeps you more awake. It keeps you more in tune with the car. Do you agree with that?
I 100% agree with that. It's also like I just find it more fun on top of it being like, I'm the one driving, I'm the one, shifting the gears and all that stuff. People say all this stuff like, oh, it's so annoying in traffic, yada yada yada. You're annoyed in traffic anyway. I don't really like
Yeah.
if you're in bumper. I'm from Toronto. If you're in bumper to bumper traffic, it don't matter what car you're
Yeah.
driving, you're gonna be annoyed.
Yeah.
You may as well, be having fun with it. So,
Yeah.
I don't get those arguments.
Are you caught up in the Blue Jays fever?
I am. I am. I'm not much of a baseball guy myself, but um, Toronto sports is always good. So, hoping for him for sure.
Yeah, no kidding. Shifting gears. I want to thank you for always going up and talking to my son. You don't have to do that. I appreciate after when you guys,
Oh, I
after
lost
you,
you.
you shake hands and stuff. He said AJ Allen's talked to me a few times and a couple times after games, and I just want to say thank you for that. That is cool. That's what I would hope Canadians would do, whether you're playing with the guy or against the guy. Just recognizing your brother because he's going through the same things that you went through.
100%. Showing love, man. That's part of this game, right? Although he is the opponent at the time, but like at the end of the day, we all playing football, right? That's
Yeah.
that's the bigger brotherhood that we are included in. So, no, showing love, man. I have no problem with that. All Canadian stuff like I have no problems with it. I love football. He loves football. We got something in common. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah. Do you have a thought on what's been announced with regards to the rules, or have you really not paid attention to that because it's the season? Because I'm a, you know me, AJ. I've been on Canadians train. I've talked to you since you were drafted by Guelph, or from Guelph. I love the Americans in this game. They're stars, but we got great Canadian stars like yourself. I just don't want them to dicker with our game too much. I think we have the best game in the world for football.
I agree. I've thought about it a little bit, and honestly, for the most part, I don't see much changes being a little bit like being too impactful. I think the biggest things of our football game are the big three, being the 12 people, the wider field, and the yard. I guess the four with the waggle as well. So like for me, I think the other things aren't really as huge. That's my personal opinion. I get the goalpost one, but I've lost to missing a field. Like I hate that rule. I never liked that rule. I think it's stupid. So I'm cool with I'm also cool with the rules changes. It's still there, but I don't like rewarding people for missing field goals. I didn't like that either. So I think for the most part, like I'm cool with these rules. I also the clock. I like the clock one. I do like the clock one because I do find it annoying, to say the least. When I'm on defense, okay, we're up 21 points, and a team can check down for the last 3 minutes with no remorse, no issue, no clock. They don't have to have urgency. How is it that we stopped you 3 times and you still have a chance? That doesn't make sense to me. The clock needs to run, if you ask me. That doesn't make sense to me. So I like the clock rule. But for the most part, I'm cool with these.
Okay, I've already stated my opinion. I'm not going to tie up our interview time with that. Like I guess I'm a little guarded because I've been around this a long time. I think this is a bigger plan, and I don't want to see us give up I especially don't want to see us fool around with the C in the CFL, the Canadians. Like I don't like that, and I fear like they're not done with their changes. And I also don't like how amateur football wasn't contacted about this. It's like 10 guys got in a room and decided to make a decision all on their own. That's my opinion.
I got you. I mean, I understand where you're coming from. I mean, at the end of the day, for me at least, I'm an employee, so I don't really get a say. You know, whatever he says the rules are is what I have to do because, I mean, that's my business. I don't get to choose. I have to follow the rules, whether it's the offensive league or not. Those are my rules to follow. If they say that's a penalty, that's a penalty. If they say that's the rules, that's the rules. So like, I can't really say much about that. That's it's above my pay grade. But also at the end of the day, like I can see where people are coming from in the concern. I mean, at the end of the day, if you do mess with the C in the Canadian Football League, a lot of us aren't gonna have jobs no more. In reality, that's what it would lean towards. So, and that would suck.
Well, and Canadians are better than ever. You're a prime example here. Let's talk outstanding Canadian for the Saskatchewan Roughriders. How does it make you feel when you got American guys like Jameer Thurman, who's been around and could easily be the most outstanding defensive player in the whole league? Like he's an excellent football player. And even CJ Reeves, I saw, just tweeted, he's seconding what Jameer said about you. How does it make you feel when you got those guys who are absolute studs recognize your studliness too?
It's incredible, man. Those guys are incredible football players, and they have been for many years now. And on top of that, incredible people. Like no one asked them to do that. I didn't ask them to do that. That's just something they felt in regards to my play and the recognition I was either receiving or not receiving. So it means everything that my teammates and also friends got my back and just respect me. You know, I like that. I've earned the respect and I proved it. So it's huge. It really means everything.
Do you feel you've earned respect when you're lining up against the guy making a tackle, or like I mentioned a few minutes ago, shaking hands with my son, like other guys like who've been around the league a long time, like a Brady Oliveira or a Nathan Rourke or a Bo Levi Mitchell, like they shake your hand? Like, do you feel you've got that level of respect now? They know who 32 is?
Yeah, I mean, you better. At the end of the day, you better, right? If I'm gonna be out here making plays, you better learn about me. Better ask about me, or some people gotta learn the hard way. That's just what it is.
Yeah. Just talk about how the game slowed down for you, because it has slowed down for you. Like when you get in from college, it's fast. It's a different tempo. You're playing against Ethan's found that out. You found that out. We've talked before.
Yep.
Now it seems like you've hit your groove. Like you belong there. You deserve to be there. Not that you didn't before, but you know what I mean? And the game
Yeah.
has slowed down for you. Just talk about that
I
aspect of
got
it.
you. Honestly, if you ask me, the game really slowed down in year two when I
Mhm.
was playing behind Micah Tights,
Yeah.
and that was kind of like my eureka moment of like, oh, I can do this. Like I can actually play at this level. I'm out here making plays, even though I'm not playing as much. When I
Hmm.
am in the game, I'm making plays and I feel comfortable. So I definitely think ever since then, it's just been a term of just opportunity, being opportunistic. When I am in the game, I'm making my reads. I'm thinking. I'm predicting and able to play with my teammates and understand where my help is. I feel like those small intricacies I've been learning ever since year two, and it's just now I have an opportunity to show it. You know what I'm saying? So in terms of like when the game actually slowed down, I would have said year two. Now this is just a culmination of 2 years of building on that confidence, experience, and opportunity.
So, how's your body holding up? Is this the healthiest you've been in your run here over the last few years with the Riders?
I'm surviving, but honestly though, like I've this after I play this game, this will be my third 18 game season. And that's
That's
something I'm
awesome.
proud of. I haven't missed a practice or a game in 3 years. And no, I don't know a lot of people that can say that. I don't know a lot
No,
of people that can
that's
say that.
awesome. And they
So,
say your best ability is availability. So how have
correct.
you have to have a little bit of luck, AJ, to do that, as you
100,
know. But
100%.
but what have you, and I continue to wish you the best of luck in that aspect for
Thank
sure.
you.
But what have you done? Have you done something to preserve that? Like looking after your body? Has that changed since you come to the pros?
Yeah, I would say so. My trainer back home, Alex Joust, has done an amazing job in my off season, helping me get right. And then throughout the season, it's just managing and listening to your body. What do you need? What do you not need? And finding effective ways to handle those issues while still not putting yourself in conflict in the day to day. Like I want to say in last year I would have some hamstring issues. So it's just a
Yeah.
matter of like what I would used to do is show up early and get in the hot tub and the cold tub in contrast, and then I would also have a specific workout for my hamstrings. That wasn't too strenuous because if you work it out too much, you're also susceptible to injury at the same time. So I think it's just my ability, and again, with shout out to Alex Jazz for sure, our ability to adjust and your body needs this, let's do this, and not too much for sure. And also again, the training staff here is incredible. They've helped me a lot this season as well, because again, I wouldn't say I'm as healthy as I was week one, but we are surviving and we getting it through.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you were, you're not doing enough anyway, right? That's what they
Yeah.
say.
Yeah,
So
100%. How tough is it to be a special teams dude and a starting defender? Have they cut back your load? I haven't been too dialed into the Riders in terms of everything like I was as the play-by-play guy.
yeah,
Have they cut back on that side of things for you?
they have, yes, and it's been very beneficial for my play because I mean, if you ask me or anybody that plays special teams, it is definitely 100% more tiring than playing on defense. That is a grind out there with them dogs. So playing both, and a lot of guys do it, is it's just not easy. But yes, they have cut down. Me personally, I haven't been playing kickoff or punt return these days. I still can and will if needed. I obviously know the spot and I can play it well. So, but it's just a matter of like trying to keep someone fresh for a whole season. You're not going to do that playing offense, specials, and defense. You're going to die out there.
I love our kicking rules. I don't want those to change. I think that's real football. I think that it's goofy in the NFL, but I will tell you, watching and paying attention more closely, the kickoff return and the punt return to block, that is not a fun thing. When you got to run down, and especially like punt return, you got to run down, you got to track. Like Ethan's got to track AJ Allen, then he's got to turn and swivel his hits and make the block, and AJ's running past him full speed or at him full speed. That's not easy, man.
Correct. It is not easy. It's honestly, it is the hardest block in football. And depending on the scheme you're in, on whether that be punt return, I would say punt return is definitely a lot easier than it would be on kickoff return
Yeah.
because on kickoff return you have Jack Cassar's out there or AJ
Yeah.
Allen's out there, 230, 225, 235, 240 pounds running down there. You also have defensive linemen, and
Hmm.
they're running full speed. They're running at you, and you got to make that block, or this ball's not getting past the 25-yard line. So
Yeah.
I would definitely say it's the hardest block in football.
So granted, I'm Bomber Ballsy now because I got a kid, but I still have lots of friends on the Riders. There's you, there's Lothar, the list goes on, Hughes,
Yep.
the list goes on and on. So if the Bombers don't win, I hope AJ Allen gets a ring, okay? But if I was a Rider fan, I'd actually feel pretty good about my team, even though you lost to the Bombers, because let's be honest, you didn't dress a lot of guys. You took the foot off the gas offensively and only lost by 1 point. I'd feel pretty good. Do you guys feel pretty good coming out of that one? You know, you didn't get a lot of injuries, like not real bad injuries. At least that's what it looked like. And, you know, got some reps in, and that's probably the game plan this week too.
Yeah, I mean, we hate losing.
Yeah.
That's one thing. Like, no matter who the hell is out there, if
Yeah.
someone is actually okay with losing to Winnipeg, I don't want them on my team. I'm being so honest
Yeah.
with you. I wouldn't
Yeah.
want them here. So I still think we should have won that game, and there's definitely things we could have done better, specifically as a defense to put ourselves in. Like we had a blown coverage, right? That can't happen, right? Give them
Yeah.
a free 7. Who knows
Yeah.
what happens? What happens? They work down the field, yada yada yada. They throw a pick, they fumble, whatever the case may be, right? So there's definitely things that we could do better to help put our team in positions to win. Whether the offense is doing anything or not, like that's none of our concern. If they don't score, they don't win. That's
Yeah.
kind of the mantra there, right? So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, not having any injuries, any huge injuries, is always a huge win in games like this where the result doesn't affect standings and all that stuff. So, I mean, you win some, you lose some, unfortunately. But yeah, we hate losing.
Yeah.
We
Okay,
hate
so
losing.
shout out to your one of your teammates who is you. You were him before he was him. Nick Weeb, a guy that's overcome injury. He's a
Yep.
grinder. He's a
Yep.
battler. He's still
Yep.
battling through stuff and working really hard. And he's one of those guys that takes heat off of guys like you, so you could play defense. Just talk because he's your outstanding special teams guy and really an inspiration. He's come through a lot of injuries just to get to this point.
That's right. Shout out to Nick Weeb. He's not only an incredible football player, an incredible special teams demon. He's also an incredible guy. No, he is really stepping into his own. Speed, intelligence. The game's slowing down for him. He knows where he's supposed to be. He's understanding this return's going this way, or I'm supposed to block it. Like he's getting it. His hand placement, his feet, his eyes, they're all in the right place, and it's allowing him to make plays. So shout out to him as a football player. On top of that, again, he is a dog. He has battled through injury after injury after injury, and he is still injured to this day. And he refuses to come out unless someone told him to. So that's Nick Weeb for you. Ultimate team player, ultimate friend, and ultimate football player. Nothing but love for Nick Weeb.
Last question for you, because I've talked to your doctor, Marty Haru is a friend of mine. He's my doctor. I've talked to a few other guys, Brett Lothar being one of them, and he said
Yep.
we have a bunch of good dudes on our team. So, in your time with the Riders, see that nice smile of yours. In your time with the Riders, is this the best locker room you've been in?
I want to say yeah. I want to say yes. And honestly, I think we've had some great locker rooms.
Yeah.
Even when we were 6 and 12, people weren't turning on each other. People weren't mad at each other. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
everyone was still showing up to work every day, trying to fix the ship.
Yeah.
And I'll speak specifically as an LB room as well, because it's obviously who I talk to
Yeah.
the most. We've had some elite LB rooms, right? We've Larry Dean being a leader over there
Yeah.
for multiple years. Like, you know, with Larry, like he's not gonna let this shit burn. That's him. He refused to let it happen. That's our leader right there. So it's like, but in terms of like totality, yeah, I would say so. I think this team really shows how much love we have for each other on the film. You got a guy like Yoshi jumping on Tommy Neal every time he scores, running down 40 yards to get there. Earlier in the season, you had Semi Emlis throw Thomas Bertrand Houdon in the end zone, blocking his butt off. I think it shows through tape, but like outside of that, like just so much love. I got LB dinner with the guys at 6 o'clock today.
Okay.
We do it once a week, and it's just. We got so much love here.
Do you guys rotate cooking, or do you just order something, or what?
We'll go to a different restaurant. We'll go to a
Okay.
different restaurant every week, and just try something new with each other. You know,
Yeah.
just
Awesome.
good foods and good eats and good conversation. So we, again, just showing love, hanging outside of football, being friends. You know, so
That's what it's all about.
that's what it's all about. That's really what it's all about.
So what's the restaurant tonight? Where are you going?
Now we're going to Smoking Okies.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
smell. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Smoking
That's where we're
Okies.
going.
That's awesome, man. Hey, best of luck the rest of the year. I'm really proud of you. And I get to say, hey, listen, I make predictions. People laugh sometimes that I'm wrong. You remember, I told you personally, and I said it right on this show, you'd be the breakout player of the year for the Rough Riders and maybe in the league. And I believe you've held up your end of the bargain. So congratulations, and thanks for making me look smart.
Yeah, thank you so much for believing in me then, man. I appreciate it. Always showing love, always. Like, it's incredible. No, I appreciate you. Thank you. That's what I want to say. Thank you.
Thanks, bud. Enjoy supper.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Have a good day.
All right, we're at the Den here with my buddy Shamar Donaldson. Donaldson, you remember the name? Vincent Donaldson. That's right, the former Rider, great Ram coach. This is his son. How you doing, bro?
I'm good. How are you?
Awesome. Okay, so we're at the Den. Tell us a bit about this great facility.
Yeah, so the Den is a sports performance center for young athletes and full-grown adults as well. We're also providing dry land and strength training programs currently for young athletes. So it gives them a chance to kind of utilize off-season or in-season training just to keep their game up.
Yeah, we know how football is, has taken off, both tackle and flag in Saskatchewan, in Regina. We also know that we get the winter months, but as you can see, this field is suited for, like you said, 13 to 17-year-old athletes, not just football, all types of sports.
Yeah, exactly. Like lacrosse, we have lacrosse teams in here, baseball, everything, soccer. So it's meant for everybody.
Right, Shamar, I already talked about your dad, but let's talk about you. I can see you're as good looking like your dad, and you're a former football player like your dad. Tell us about your background so people know more or less what they're getting into when they come to the director of training and operations here.
So at the Den, we do provide in-season dry land and strength training, as well as off-season. We have right now groups going Monday through Friday. We are offering anything from recovery to strength to speed, agility. We just have the full package for athletes to kind of understand how to take care of themselves and to continue improving their game.
Okay, before we go more into this place, tell me a bit about yourself, because we know your dad was an accomplished football player. He helped my son develop a bit too. What's your background, not only in football, but just as an athlete and helping the stars of tomorrow today?
So I started football at a young age. I was an RMF kid. And then I moved on to the Laboldus Golden Suns, and then I moved out to Kelowna and played with the Okanagan Sun for 3 years. Came back home, and ever since I've just been kind of learning how to be a good coach, be a good trainer, and help the next generation evolve.
Yeah. So you're a certified trainer. You also have a speed background because you're into sprinting and everything like that. So.
Yeah. I ran nationally in high school, 5th in the country, but yeah, speed has always kind of been my passion, and I enjoy just knowing the science of it and helping kids understand that running isn't just running. There is mechanics that you need to kind of perfect to be able to get from point A to point B.
There's a classroom here too, where you can have some sort of like a classroom work too, like even the mental side of sports.
Yeah, exactly. So you can come up here. We got a TV up there. You guys can be doing film, just kind of dissecting pro athletes, your team, future teams that you're going to play, so that you guys can kind of have more of a mental side, and it's not just physical, so that you guys can actually connect the dots on how to be successful as a team.
Well, parents generally put out the money for their kids to develop, and you also can sit up there and watch your kids develop. I'm sure, as I see the chair's position there, that's not where you direct them. You're on the field. The parents can sit up there, right, and take this in, right?
Yes, they can observe 100% of everything that's going on here. So
awesome. And like you said, it's not just about the young athletes. We can have adults too. We got the weight room, and the key with sports, and my son has found this out talking to some of the old guys on the team like Dembski and Oliveira on the Bombers, and I don't mean old, I mean guys who are mature veterans. You got to look after your body, and you can do that here. Tell us how you can look after your body besides the weights.
Yeah, so we got a recovery room in the back here. We have the sauna, we have 2 cold plunge tubs, we have a massage chair, and we have red light therapy coming very soon.
Yeah, and that massage chair, you sat in it for the first time. I'm gonna have to sit in it too, man. That is like, that puts you to sleep or what?
Oh, you might need to do it on camera. On camera review for that one.
Awesome, man. So if people want to get involved here and get on board with sessions, or just to get a membership, how do they go about doing that, Shamar?
So you can go to our website at thedenYQR.ca. You can sign up there, you can get a membership, or you can even just get a punch pass just to try out the class, just to see if it works for you, or just to work around your schedule.
So available all social media, and we'll be here throughout the coming months as they've come on board. The Den, Shamar Donaldson, Chad, and his wife Paige, right? Am I correct with that? Yeah, Paige and Chad. Come check them out. Where are we located? Here's the thing too. People are like, where's this located? I'll tell you what, it's worth a little bit of a drive north of Regina. We're at 359 Sherwood Road.
351.
351 Sherwood Road. That's what it is, and you can't miss it.
No, it's 2 minutes outside the city. It's nothing.
And the parking lot on either side, it's footballs. You drive through and you're in heaven.
And actually, those footballs came from the old stadium.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. A little tidbit here from Shamar in our first session. Thanks for checking it out, and the Den's going to be on board all season long.